everybody's having a beautiful day. Hey, yo, check this out. I want to be clear about it. I need better lighting in here. This lighting here is terrible. That's the next thing we're going to be getting. We're going to get some lighting up in here. Fuck everything else. We're supposed to be working, so I'm going to get some lighting up in here. I need some better lighting. Also, we got some other things that we're going to be doing, but that's neither here nor there. I'm going to let y'all see the shit. I think that's better because... So let me fix this. I just think this shit is crooked. What the fuck, yo? Anyway, what we're gonna be talking about today is T.I. I want to talk about T.I. for a couple of reasons. I need some lighting in here. I'm doing skits, y'all. We're gonna start some skits. I'm gonna start doing skits. I just need some lighting in here. Once we get some lighting in here, I'm gonna start doing skits. I was waiting to get the tripod. We have the tripod now. That's what I'm currently shooting off of. As soon as I get some motherfucking lighting in here, I don't know how much lighting costs. It's gonna run me about $20. As soon as I get lighting up in here, I don't know how much is lighting. I forgot how much it cost the last time I bought it. I think I get lighting for like $20. Like lighting is cheap. Get some cheap lighting. Gotta get some new lighting. We're gonna be talking about T.I. Shout out to Jay Hedges. I came in here to give me a like and shit. Yo, could y'all hit the like button? Let's just do roll call as y'all talk. We doing roll call right now. I'm just calling you out as y'all come in here. Shout out to Jay Hedges. This is more than BB and Fam, to Jack Frost. He says hit that like button, get those notifications out. Saloon open. I'm on one today. Alright, copy. We got all that taken care of. Now check this out. Shout out to Prince to Emil. He says good morning to everyone. Shout out to Prince to Emil. Now check this out. I want you to pay very close attention. Listen. Don't get lost in this. T.I. gets made fun of by a comedian. T.I. is in the house. T.I. pulls up, gets himself a mic, and then he starts defending himself. I don't think T.I. is wrong. After seeing T.I. do that, I've decided to do a thing. I want to give someone an interview, but I'm not giving any of the people an interview that got fuck videos about me. We're not doing that. But I want to give somebody an interview. I want to give somebody an interview. I want to do an interview, but just so we could be clear, if you got hate videos out there, you are not on the list. But I do want to do an interview with somebody. I would like to interview with somebody. Shout out to Prince who me. Drops a cash app in the chat. He says, let's get $5 to $10 drops to the cash app, you red bastard. Saloon is open. Check this out. I'm going to tell you why T.I. is not wrong. Real quick. I'm going to tell you why. Remember what the comedian's whole thing is. The comedian's whole thing is they have the right to say whatever they want to say because, you know, freedom of speech or whatever the fuck, right? Shout out to Maritza. Hey, what up, Maritza? Got Maritza up here. Whole Maritza Summers. Whole Maritza Summers. That came out wrong. Says, good morning, peace, blessings. I want to say something real quick. Pay attention. Also, hit that like button. This is why T.I. is not wrong. If comedians have the right to stand on stage and make jokes about you, why don't you have the right to defend yourself? See, this is the thing. Listen. When you sitting in the audience and you sitting in the front row and the comedians start roasting you, you can roast them back, right? Tell me where I'm wrong. I'm going to explain why T.I. is not wrong. And then we're going to talk about it. Shout out to the Art of D Glass. This is groovy morning, my brother BB and family. Boom. And he's dropping all of the frosts. Can we get some frosts in the chat, y'all? Now look, check this out. Pay attention. When you're sitting at a comedy show and you're sitting in the front row and the comedians start roasting you, it was on you. You shouldn't have sat in the front row. Am I not correct? Shout out to King Will. He says BBN, fam, froze, salute. Hope everyone is well. He's dropping all of those froze. Shout out to Jason Elliott. He says, morning, folks. Today is Wednesday. I need about 30 of y'all to pull up to the saloon. I'm laughing, but I'm not laughing. Shout out to Ming E. Now listen, pay attention. When you're in the front row, comedians start roasting you, you get to talk your shit back, right? So why is T.I. different? Why is T.I. any different? You know what I want from now on? I want there to be a mic for when the comedians start roasting the nigga in the front row, they could grab the mic for a couple of seconds and return fire. Let's do that. If these comedians are so confident in their ability to make jokes, why aren't they just as confident in a motherfucker ability to respond back to what the hell they talking about? Explain that to me. Now, that's one. Two, she wasn't making just jokes about T.I. Oh, T.I., he's expeditiously. She wasn't making those jokes. Yeah, that would be cool, right? Jay Hodges, I got a ton of good ideas. I'm a good idea fucking... I don't know what to tell you. I'm a black hole of good ideas, man. I don't know what to tell you. If I had like 6, 7 entrepreneurs just around me and just hung out with me, and we just, they would be like, I got tons of good ideas, man. Prince to Amir says, T.I., if T.I. roasted the comedian back, cool. Hold on. Listen to what I got. Listen to my response. Prince to Amir says, if T.I. roasted the comedian back, cool. He got angry in his feelings. How you claim comedian and can't take a joke? Now, with that being said, I 100% agree with the point that T.I. is trying to now jump into the comedic world. And if he was going to reply back to the comedian, it should have been in a joke manner. That's why you heard what I said, right? It should be there for the audience to return fire. I'm not saying for the audience to just be like, that shit ain't. I'm saying for the audience to say jokes back to the comedian. You understand what I'm saying? So on that note, I agree with you. But I also want to say this much. T.I.'s situation is different. Now, can we just talk about Bill Cosby for one fucking second? Excuse me. Can we talk about Bill Cosby for 1 second? Listen and pay attention. Nobody was thinking about putting Bill Cosby in jail. Nobody was thinking about fucking prosecuting him. Nobody wasn't thinking about doing anything to Bill Cosby. And then what happened? Hannibal Buress made a joke about Bill Cosby and his sexual exploits with females after dropping shit in their drinks and them passing out. And then all of a sudden, now we have a whole investigation. No, before the investigation, all of a sudden, we got 20 people jumping out of the woodworks talking about Me Too. So if I'm in the audience and I'm T.I., I'm doing the same fucking thing. What are you talking about? He's not making a joke about what T.I. is wearing. He's not making a joke about T.I.'s propensity to say extremely large words and sometimes use them out of context. He's not making one of those jokes. He's making a joke about a real thing where real consequences can happen. So I don't think, listen, pay attention. Imagine somebody sitting in the crowd, a celebrity, anyone sitting in the crowd, and somebody is making jokes about actual real allegations about them raping someone. And that person has zero pushback. These aren't jokes about imaginary rapes. These are jokes about actual people saying that they were real situations that are in court. See, this is the issue that I have with people when they try to say they're telling jokes. Listen and pay attention. This is the issue. Is the joke funnier than it's disrespectful? If the joke is only disrespectful and it's not funnier than it is disrespectful, do not do the joke. A lot of these things that people will call jokes are not jokes, they're slander. There's a difference. Now, there's a reason why I constantly talk about shit from my perspective, and therefore I tell you about something that I ran into in my life. But I 100% have somebody that's in my life. And one of the things that they love to do is have people around, and not just to me, but just in general. I'm not saying they just do this to me, just so we can be clear. I'm saying that this is a character trait of theirs. They like to have people around and then slander people, and then when people get upset at the slander, say, oh, you can't take a joke. There's a difference between joke and slander. We need to understand the difference, and I think that we need to start acting on it. Now, all of these comedians are now coming at Will Smith, right? I'm going to tell you the funny shit about this. Listen and pay attention. All of these comedians are now coming at Will Smith, right? Solidarity with one another, right? And there's nothing wrong with that. It is what it is. But I got a question. I got a real question. Did y'all see what happened to Jim Carrey? Jim Carrey was the first person to speak out against him. Did you see what happened to Jim Carrey? Does anybody here know what they did to Jim Carrey with the shit that just resurfaced about Jim Carrey? I'm gonna give y'all a second, see if somebody knows, because apparently, you know, there's a group of people that always pretend like I don't know nothing. So I'm gonna see if you know. And I'm gonna give you an opportunity to put it in the chat, because we all know you here. All right. Also, people that swear that they do the job better than I do. So now I'm just bringing up a thing and I'm asking you. And this is a topic that we've been discussing, and it's a big topic out there. So this isn't something that you should have missed if this is a job that you do. Some allegations have just came up about Jim Carrey after he said some things in that interview referring to Will Smith. Also, the second person to say something about Will Smith was Amy Schumer. Have you heard about Amy Schumer's latest situation going on? Do y'all remember what I told y'all when all of this shit first started? Do y'all remember what I told y'all? I said, yo, y'all gotta stop thinking Hollywood is one big circle. They're not all together. Just like with anything else, there's cliques. Just like with anything else, there's cliques. They're not all together. Everybody ain't together. That's why you see, just gonna use Adam Sandler as a reference. That's why you see Adam Sandler, like whenever he do movies, you notice he's usually in movies with the same fucking people. Because those are his friends. That's who he's doing movies with. If I did movies, I would literally do movies with the same damn people, damn near every time. Especially if I'm just doing like what Adam Sandler's doing with comedic romps and stuff like that. If I was doing something a little bit more bigger or whatever, I would work with my friends, but I wouldn't have every friend on every project just so we could have diversity. And also because we got to open up the gates to different talents at some point. And if we're going to work on bigger projects, I mean, we have to then allow for a larger room, and that means that the individuals that I was working with when we was doing the smaller projects all together, that means that now I could work with 3 people over here on one project, 2 people over there on one project, 1 person over there on that project, depending on what it is. So that's the mindset. You understand what I'm saying? I just want to say something. My funnest time in BBN was when we were actually in the hotel, and I'm going to explain something why. When we first got there, we had our webpage still up and running well, and we had 3 or 4 other platforms other than YouTube running well. And I had people in place working on those projects, and a lot of times I could see that they enjoyed it and they was having fun. And that made me feel like I was doing something that was worth it. We're going to get a newsroom, y'all. We're going to have a newsroom at one point. We're going to get one. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. Ming E says, it's going to become a thing to interrupt comedians' act when certain jokes are made. Comedians making personal jokes since forever. I think this, right? This is what I think. Once again, my barometer for whether a joke should be said is the joke funnier than it is disrespectful? You see, Chris Rock was right. Will Smith shouldn't have went on the stage and hit him. Probably shouldn't even hit him behind the stage either. I mean, I've been thinking about this. Like, a knee-jerk reaction if your wife say to go up there and slap the nigga. If she said to go slap the nigga, then, I mean, it is what it is, right? Will Smith is in a different situation than the normal individual that's in a relationship. His wife is in love with a nigga that's dead that the rest of the world is also in love with. And not many people could ever claim to be in that situation. Prince, the Prince over there in England, remember when Princess Di first passed away? Like, you imagine being a couple and everybody loves the other person more than they love you, and you're kind of villainized also on top of that. So no, I don't think any of us could. We can't actually pretend to understand what kind of situation that is. Just so I can, because a lot of people like to act like they like, oh man, if I was this person, I would have. Nah, we don't know what we would have did if we was Will. Your libido passed away last night. God dang it! Shout out to Mr. Vaughn. So you had that much to drink. So I don't know what kind of joke he was making, but I heard a specific joke. Just so we could be clear. So I can't say that Will did or didn't do the right thing, but the joke that was told, that was an Academy joke. And on top of that, he equated her to being as beautiful as somebody that I think the girl won most beautiful woman in People's Most Beautiful Woman like 2 years. I don't know if it was 2 years straight, but I think she won like twice. So I mean, if you making a joke about me that ends with you comparing me to Denzel Washington when Denzel Washington was in his prime, I'm gonna be like, I'm gonna take all of the laughs. What the fuck? So you making a joke and you averaging my looks out to Denzel Washington in his prime. I'm here for that. I don't know what to tell you. I'm not gonna get upset. So and Will was laughing at the joke. That's another reason why I think that he sent her, that she sent him. While saying I love, exactly. So I don't like, shout out to Will. I mean, I can't tell you how it would feel to be in that situation. I got way too much pushback to be Will. Like, what the fuck? I mean, I see me. You think about like, come on, you see me. You think, that's why I try to tell people like I have to remember that when I'm in a relationship with a woman, you gotta simp. Hold on, stop. If you are in a real relationship with a woman and you love her, you should be simping. Alright? Just gonna be clear. I gotta remember the simp. Like, for real shit. When I'm in a relationship with a woman, I gotta remember the simp. I will forget. I'm not even lying to you. I'm so serious. I will forget. If you're in a relationship with a woman and you are not simping for her, my nigga, you are doing wrong. Alright? You should love the shit out of your woman to the point where you should be looking to do shit that ain't no other man gonna do. And the woman the same. So don't get this confused. Alright? With that being said, it's just a relationship shit. Or like whoever you dating. Like if you dating somebody, you should be looking to treat them better than other people are gonna treat them. Not be like, oh, I'm not gonna do that for you because you know other people don't. What the fuck is you talking about? Jada would have respected Will and acted right if he left her. Maybe, but I think the problem that Jada actually has with Will Smith is much deeper than that. I think it's way deeper than that. I think she just people who give up on love is dangerous. Multiple different reasons. Jada doesn't seem to me the way that she treats Will is like she has no empathy for him. It's like, has Will done something so bad that we don't know about, so that's why Jada treats him like that? I mean, maybe that's what it is. Maybe Will secretly is some super demon devil type nigga. What the fuck do we know? I'm not saying that that's what it is, by the way. I'm just saying Jada is just, what the fuck, yo? What kind of can you be on that type of time? I mean, I don't know what anybody else is thinking, but that's what I'm thinking when I see some of the shit Jada Pinkett Smith does. How can you be on that time? And with that being said, I like strong, submissive women. I'm gonna explain. Maybe the best relationships for me specifically is a female who's extremely honest, but at the same time understand that I make decisions sometimes like how do I say? I don't want to argue, so you have to know how to talk to me. I don't want to argue, but I also don't want to do nothing. Like I don't want to do. Like I'm difficult. I don't know what to tell you. I'm a difficult motherfucker. I really am. But then sometimes I'm not difficult. Sometimes I just want to do whatever you want to do. I'm on that type of time. Sometimes I don't care. Point in which I'm trying to make is, motherfucking Will Smith is in a relationship with a woman that it seems like at every drop of the hat tries to make him look bad. I don't think I've ever one female in my life I've ever dated like that, and that's the girl that made the dude cry for. That's the only female in my life, and that's back when I was like 15, 16 years old. That's the only female in my life I've ever dated on that type of time. That she just was always trying to, and she was damaged. I wish I could have. We're all damaged. We're all damaged. I think that's what drew her to me, because I was like a super shy nigga. We all damaged. That's not fair for me to say that about her. We can't help. Before we become adults, we can't control the situations that we become a part of. So I think that we have to be mindful when somebody is telling us that they experienced something as a child. And I think that we also have to be understanding that they're telling you their perspective. So people don't see. I think I'm gonna explain something real quick, and then we're gonna go back to Jada and Will. People don't explain memories from what they saw as much as from what they felt. So if somebody is telling you about a memory and they're explaining it extremely strong and extremely passionately, that's how they felt it. So if it's something negative, or it's something that they see as bad, or it's something that hurt them and you don't even think it's that important, please don't poo-poo it away and treat it like it's not important. Because you're busy then telling them that their life means less. Because to them, this is important. So just care. You know? Care. I don't know no other way to say that. Especially when people are telling you about something that is a memory that is a long time ago, and it's a negative thing. Because 9 times out of 10, they're telling you the way that it made them feel. Because that's what we remember. Especially when we're talking. Because that's what our memories, a lot of our memories are attached to emotion. You understand? That's why I say people that trigger people that they know got PTSD, that's why I say them niggas is evil. Pay attention. I'm not telling y'all nothing that ain't right. I really am not. It's just that anything can sound wrong if you put enough scrutiny under it. Like if you scrutinize anything enough, you can make anything sound like it's wrong. Anything. For everybody here that believe in God, there's people that scrutinize the Bible and to them prove the Bible to be wrong. For everybody who doesn't believe in the Bible, there's people that read the Bible and prove it to be right. Do you understand? Prince Lumir says, if Will does dudes too, like I've been heard, that would surely be it, in my opinion. Nobody got what was probably really going on, did y'all? Nobody. You just said that, so I'll say what it is. Y'all don't get why I keep calling the dude Augusta. Shout out to an artist formerly known as. Shout out to the artist formerly known as Andre. Coming up in his, he said, shout out to that shit. Shout out to that shit. Yo, look, hold on. Y'all don't get why I keep calling the dude Augusta. Y'all niggas don't really understand what was really going on. Y'all don't get why I keep calling the dude Augusta. Like, what the fuck? Like, y'all nobody put 2 and 2 together yet? Like, a lot of times I just don't say shit because I don't want to just say shit to slander nobody. But if y'all bring it up, then we can have a conversation. And that's how a lot of this shit go. Remember, I'm the face of the channel. If you want to have a conversation about certain things, we'll have the conversation. But there's just certain things that I'm just not going to bring up because there's not enough foundation. And if I'm the only one that see it, it's not something that I feel comfortable talking about. Sometimes I've come in here with those type of conversations, and there's been a lot of arguments in the chat. And then like 2-3 days later, or a week or two later, or a month later, it'd be like, oh shit, Jack, you was on to something. And I was like, I was trying to tell y'all. Now we got 20 niggas that don't never come back here no more because they mad at me. So what you gonna do? I don't know what to tell you. T.I. goes up to the person on the stage, who was a woman, I believe. I'm gonna tell you something about jokes. Pay attention. Keep this in mind to your closest friends too, and family especially. People like making jokes about things that they want to say to your face, but they don't want to say it seriously. People like doing that. Like they want to insult you about something. They don't really want to make a joke. So they'll say the insult in a funny manner, or they'll attempt to say the insult in a funny manner. And then what they're going to do is, if you don't accept the insult, they're going to say, oh man, you don't have no sense of humor. So niggas that I know do that, I tell them don't joke with me ever. I want that time. Niggas I know do that, don't never joke with me. Nah, nigga, don't never joke with me. Me and you don't play like that. Because I joke with you about this shit right now, right? I get you. Then you going to be off with your friends talking shit about me. Then you going to bring me around your friends. And then you going to make a joke where your friends are now going to laugh at what? Nah, nigga, we not doing this. Don't never joke with me. Never. How about that? I be on it like that. Yeah, I'm trying to tell you. Niggas don't get it. I really be on it like that. I'm not going to joke with you. I'm not going to disrespect you. I'm not going to joke with you. But you're not going to joke with me. Because I know what you do and I know what type of time you want. Shout out to Maritza Summers pulling up into the saloon. She says, appreciate you and the content that you put up. I caught a live a week ago. It broke my heart and I could just see the pain in your eyes. I appreciate you. I'm not going to read the rest of this. Appreciate you, Maritza Summers. Maritza Summers pulls up into the saloon. She comes in with a canary yellow. She comes in with a canary yellow gown with a baby blue vest. And then she has a head adornment that has blue jewels in it, and it also has a canary lining on the tiara. And then she comes in, canary coloring actually, and it's silver other than that. So she walks into the saloon and she looks around. She has her nose up into the ears. The men see her. They say, oh man, it looks like we might have a lady in the house. She walks up to the bar as she floats across the floor. She goes to the bartender. Bartender says, what would I be serving you, my lady? She says, can I hear you have some of the best sarsaparilla this side of the Pecos? He says, that's what I hear too. He passes her some sarsaparilla. Then he hands her a bottle of champagne. Then he hands her a bottle of orange juice. And he says, would you like to have a massage? The ladies are upstairs. Shout out to Maritza pulling up into the saloon, about to get pampered. Who's next? Who's next, you red bastards? Nah, I'm just gonna kick you. Shout out to Black Hoodies. Salute to the Black Spades. This is Good Morning to Jake Cruz. Hit that like button, y'all. Let's send out some notifications. Now, check this out. Listen, pay attention. Pay attention. T.I. sitting in the audience. A female is on stage. Female comedian is on stage. Right? She decides to tell a joke about T.I.'s possible involvement in rape while he sits in the audience. How is that not an insult? I'll give you a minute. Anybody want to put that in the chat? This is T.I. There's a million things to make fun of the dude about that he will laugh with you. T.I. is okay with people making jokes about him to a degree. He's pretty humble in that regard. She tells a joke that isn't a joke, it's an insult. He grabs the mic, he has shit to say. I'm with T.I. I don't know what anybody else is doing, but I'm with T.I. Period. We gotta stop pretending like just because somebody says some fucked up shit and then laugh and say it's a joke, that it's a joke. That's one. Two, I think that we need to start holding comedians accountable. We live in a different day and age. I think that you shouldn't just be allowed to insult people and pass it off as a joke. There's a lot of people who have made careers doing that, and the shit isn't even funny. They just get on stage and they just start insulting people or start insulting groups of people. Shout out to Mike Jones. We got Mike Jones music in the house, the super producer. Yeah, let's get it. So that's what people do. Alright? They pretend like they're saying in a joke, but they actually insulting you. You understand? Nah, we're not on that type of time. Now, me cool, and I know that we joke, then yeah, you could say shit that's on the borderline. You could even say shit that's all over the line because I fuck with you like that. And those are jokes that we say into one another, not jokes that we say into a crowd. You see the difference? People be wanting you to have thick skin when it's obvious disrespect. I think that that's not the time to have thick skin when it's obvious disrespect. I think that's the time to act. Accidental thick skin. When people don't know about something, when somebody's talking about something and don't understand how it correlates to you, then, well, yeah, you gotta just eat that. Like, how could this nigga know? He couldn't know. Nobody saw me well. Making jokes. But I would like to have more people held accountable for their fucking words. Let's hold more people accountable for their words. Slander is not humor. Slander is not humor. Libel is not humor. Insults is not humor. Mike Jones said, if y'all got a DM from him on Instagram, that's not my page, got hacked. They going around messaging people for money. Please don't send. Do not send. Also, I don't do business with anybody. Just so we could be clear, if you ever see anybody use, I don't call. I was actually having a conversation with Mike Jones about this because they tried to hit me up and they sent me a telephone number for a WhatsApp. For everybody that don't know, WhatsApp is the most monitored app by the FBI. I'm going to say that again for everybody that don't know. There is no app that's monitored more than WhatsApp by the FBI. WhatsApp is the #1 monitored app by the FBI. Just to let everybody know. So I don't do business with anybody using WhatsApp ever. I don't have WhatsApp. It's not on my phone. Shout out to Anandre. Anandre says, apparently Troy Ave was arrested because of Axe Post. I told y'all that. Hold on. Go back to the videos before you found that out. I told y'all that. Where's the video at? Hold on. Where's my other phone at? Let me get my other phone. Here we go. I told y'all that. In this video right here. Hold on. I'll show you the video. This video right here. Somebody was trying to report that it was because of tweets or some shit. Yeah, I'm showing people where the video is so I can hopefully get more views. Why wouldn't I do that? Why wouldn't I show people where the video is in hopes? Y'all should go look at the video. What the fuck is wrong with people? Do you understand that these niggas is crazy? I'm trying to get y'all to go to the video so I can get more views. Go check out the video. What the fuck, yo? Let me just get that person. Ain't nobody got time for this. What the fuck, yo? This is the video. Y'all can go check the video out. It's doing actually pretty decent in comparison to the videos that I've been making as of late. So go check that video out. I talk about it in there. And I've talked about it in like weeks past. That's just the latest video where we discussed that particular topic. I can show you another video where we discuss that topic at right now. Just so we can be clear for anybody that's like, oh, Jake just recently just said the thing. Also, other videos on this topic that you can go back and check out, just so we can be clear. This is crazy. Niggas be like, why are you advertising for your channel, Jack? You a narcissist. Be like, yo, Jack, why are you letting people know that you good at your job? You a narcissist. What was the thing again? About, oh, you had some OG Silvers this morning. Prince Two Amir's doing all of the things. Tory had wrecked Axe Post. Facts Frost, allegedly, Tory. Petitions, court petitions, the ability. It's out there. I don't know where I talked about it, but believe me, it's in there. Go watch all of the fucking videos. You should watch all of the videos. Most of the videos are literally giving different insights on different aspects. For real, for real. But we're talking about T.I.'s situation, but I just want to just clear up real quick about the thing that you said about Act. We at the 36-minute mark. For everybody that don't know, after the 36-minute mark, generally I start actually discussing whatever y'all bringing up in the chat. So this is normal BBN business. Artist formerly known as Anandre said Tory was arrested because of Axe Post, and I told y'all that's why he was arrested. I said, matter of fact, when he was actually talking about it, I said the only reason why Tory Lanez could possibly get in trouble is if the fucking records are sealed. Other than that, he's not going to get in trouble. Okay, I'll unkick the guy. Boom. I kicked the nigga. Boom. There you go. Unkick 7 guard. 7 guards unkicked. You see? Well, if y'all niggas is talking to the niggas and shooting at them niggas, I'm not going to kick them. Y'all niggas don't be shooting at the niggas, so I kick them, so I don't got to deal with them. If y'all niggas is shooting at them niggas, I'm not going to kick them so easy. I'm going to let y'all niggas go back and forth. What the fuck? I kick the niggas. Because I'm not going to just sit here. I can't go back and forth from doing the content. Salute to Mike Jones. Pull up. That's what it is. Now look, check this out. And when I said that people should do that, they went and told people, yo, why you dick riding Jack? You can't dick ride your friends, motherfuckers. How do y'all letting people convince you of that? Like, that's crazy. I don't even understand that concept. Like, imagine somebody saying that you could dick ride your... How can you dick ride your friends? They're your friends. You're supposed to be supportive. What the fuck, yo? Niggas be letting people trick them and shit like that, too. And they come back to you and be like, no, but I'm saying. Nah, man. You just, what the fuck? Why would you even listen to that weirdo energy? Yeah, that's just another thing that I told you that was correct. That's all. And I've heard a couple of other channels. Heard Jordan Towers specifically say it was because of tweets. It wasn't because of tweets, man. He ain't get in trouble because of tweets. He was just he got in trouble because of tweets, but that's not why he got arrested. He was told to stop tweeting. He was told that he can't tweet or Instagram anything at all to her. Remember, she's pretending like anything he says at all that even comes even about the situation. He can't even talk about the situation because that's what she's saying. Like, you know, he's stirring it up in public eye and this and that, blah, blah, blah. If it comes out, if he comes out of this in a manner where he could sue her, oh man, this is gonna be bad. This is gonna be bad. So I mean, I can understand why she's fighting so hard. She's fighting for everything right now. She fighting for everything right now. I can understand why she's fighting so hard. Cause this shit is about to go so left. If this nigga gets out of this shit and they like, yo, he's at no fault for anything, this shit is gonna go so left for her. It's gonna be crazy. They better put her on suicide watch. I'm not even joking. I'm not joking. They better put her on suicide watch. We live in a different day and age. Let me explain something. Back in the 1990s, the rappers from the 1980s that weren't hot no more, them niggas, that was it. Them niggas went back to living in the projects and shit like that. Just keep it a stack. That's happened to a lot of rappers, right? But we living in a different day and age now with social media, with the internet. And what that allows for is even the rappers from the 80s now could come jump on social media and they could get their buzz back because they got a name. So they could get their buzz back and they could earn a living outside of whatever the fucking regular ass job that they used to have that they could now quit. Right? Boom. That's dope. Now imagine if somebody's a pariah. Imagine if somebody does something that creates an atmosphere that makes them so toxic. See, when you a small platform and you get toxic and do some shit, you're gonna recover. Don't worry about it. It's not that big of a deal. Because, you know, even if you offended 100,000 people, you know, there's millions of people in America. Don't worry, you'll be fine. But what happens when you offend 5 million people? What happens when you offend 6 million people, 10 million people? What happens when you offend 30 million people across the planet, 40 million people? I don't even know how many fans Tory Lanez have, but all of them are offended. Prince Tourman says it looks like whatever chance Tory Lanez had blew 300K bond. He's the living definition of stupid smart. The papers are sealed. He should not have given it to DJ Academics. That was stupid. I agree. Can't argue. If the papers are sealed, he knows the papers are sealed. That means that he can't show people the papers. That means he should not show the papers to DJ Academics. So therefore, him showing the papers to DJ Academics created a situation that put him in that situation that was unnecessary. So yes, he was smart, stupid. But I'll say this much. We don't know how much money him doing that made him. Yeah, all he had to do is let the evidence speak for itself. That's a fact, Mike Jones. I'm agreeing. But we don't know if by allowing DJ Academics to do that, he might have made $2 million. He might have made $2-3 million. If he made $2-3 million off of it and he only has to pay back $350K, then that's a win. Tell me where I'm wrong. Tell me where I'm wrong. Let's say by him dropping that particular information, which was also wrong, by the way, apparently. But it wasn't wrong. The information is that the gun, the fingerprints, and the got a bag. That's what I'm trying to say. So it was worth it. Is the point in which I'm making. If he made $1 million and then he had to pay $1 million extra dollars that he would not have made otherwise, and then he only had to pay $350K, boom, I'm here for that. And I'm saying $1 million all the way, bringing $1 million in, not making $1 million, and that shit got to get cut by taxes. Fuck that shit. I'm talking about after taxes. If he's bringing in $1 million off or whatever it is, then that's a whole win. What the fuck? And then, can you write that type of shit off bail? Can you write that off on your taxes? I'm curious if you could write that off. I mean, that's something that I would assume that rich people would allow for you to be able to write off by now. Because their bail and their bonds be like $1 million and shit. But you get that shit back and shit. So I don't know. But you guys should get that shit. Enjoy that shit back. Said family's up for because dude, they not gonna deport him until they allow for him to go through his they're not gonna deport him before he go to trial. They're not gonna send you back to your country so you can get away. they're not gonna deport him yet. If they're gonna deport him, it's gonna be after the situation, I would assume. . 'Cause, They're gonna deport him, and they're gonna be like, oh man, we can't get him back. They're gonna be like, where's your client? You deported him, Your Honor. No, they're gonna wait. I'm pretty sure they're gonna wait. I'm pretty sure if they plan on deporting them, I mean, what the fuck do I know? But I'm pretty sure if they plan on deporting them, they're probably gonna wait until after the trial. I'm just assuming. I could be wrong about that. What the fuck do I know? like, where's your client? This is third court date. He's missing. Like, once again, Your Honor, you had him deported. Oh man, shout out to that shit. Shit is bonkers. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. That was crazy. Anyway, let's get back to T.I. if y'all don't mind. I want to do a poll. Could we raise their hands who think T.I. was wrong? No, who think T.I. was right? No, who think T.I. was wrong? Raise their hands. Who think T.I. was wrong? I'm going to just see if we can get a couple of people to raise their hand. I want to know who thought T.I. was wrong. Maritza says, but I don't agree why she's steady able to tell everybody that shot her and can't say nothing once it comes out that she lied. That is defamation lawsuit. Once, 100% if it comes out that she lied. First of all, even if it comes out that he caused her harm, I think he should still be able to sue her if it's proven that he did not actually shoot her, just so we can be clear. So yes, that's defamation, right? That's defamation, just so we can be clear. You can't tell a victim. You can't tell a victim that they can't talk about their ordeal. You see what the problem is? You get it? You can't tell a victim they can't talk about their ordeal. A victim. You know, so if the courts is operating off of the principle that she was attacked, the courts can't tell her that she can't talk about her attack. She about to hold Tory Lanez everything. She about to owe Tory Lanez so much shit, she just gonna have to be his concubine forever. So the courts is gonna be like, look, Tory Lanez, hold on. They're gonna be like, look, Meg Thee Stallion, we're about to award Tory Lanez so much money that there's no possible way you could pay him back. But we will allow for you to be his concubine for 4 years if that's something that he wants. Hey, counsel, can you talk to that? Talk to that with your client. Yeah, he's about to have all of the breads. Tory Lanez is gonna be buying everybody cars. Oh, what T.I. Duo doing? She about to owe Tory the record label. She might be done. She done, man. She done. I think as soon as the shit happened, certain people started distancing themselves. If you notice, the majority of the people that was coming to her defense was men. We didn't see many women coming to her defense. Don't forget about that. Not many women. And that's why what I think is going to happen is that if it comes out that she lied, I think that there's going to be quite a few women that's going to come out and if she lied, if it comes out that she lied about this. When that comes out and Tory Lanez is exonerated in any manner from shooting her, just so we can be clear. If no black women come out and speak out against this, especially black women in the hip hop game, I don't know what I'm gonna think. Like, I don't know what I'm gonna think. I'm not gonna be out. I don't know what I'm gonna think. I don't know what I'm gonna think. Just so we can be clear. Because I don't know how I'm gonna respond to the women out here that are claiming to be leaders of our black female community. I don't know how I'm going to respond to them. Yeah, that's a fact. Beyond me. So I don't know how I'm going to respond to them. Like, if you are a female and you're in our community, the black community, the hip hop community, and it's come out that one of our female artists lied on a male artist about something that's terrible, saying that they tried to shoot them. Y'all do understand. I'm going to explain something to y'all. He's getting charged with felony assault. Assault. I'm going to explain to y'all something. You can't get charged with felony assault if you shoot somebody. It's almost always, you're going to get charged with felony assault, but also attempted murder. This is still a felony assault. Let's not get this. I can't. It's only, okay, live chat. I think I'm missing some of y'all comments. You see this idiot in here talking to himself? You see this idiot in here talking to himself with two different accounts? These motherfuckers is sick. I keep trying to tell you these niggas is sick. You see this idiot talking to himself? Oh, your boy Jimmy Belcher says, I knew he was lying in that get-go. Oh, no, you knew she was lying. No, initially, as always, and this is, she's gonna make it hard. She has already made it hard for black women specifically to just be believed. And we already have a problem in our culture where black women aren't believed enough. Just on some real shit, like black women just aren't believed enough. We already have that problem in our culture. In America, American culture, on global political culture. Just so we can be clear. It's a global thing. Black women just aren't believed enough. They're not treated with the appropriate reverence. So this would, somebody on the scale that she is, lying about something like this. What up, your boy Jimmy Belcher? Tell Tina I said, lying about something like this. It will have long-lasting ramifications the way that I am gonna respond to the female, black female leadership if they don't say something about this. Period. If they don't respond to this, if they don't say something about this. Period. What up, Gene Milner? You understand? Like, if they don't say something about this, period. I don't want to hear protect black women if when a black woman is attacking a black man, we aren't also saying protect a black man. Shout out to Mike Jones. Pull up. So that's that. Let's get back to T.I. real quick. So for everybody that don't know, a comedian made a joke about T.I.'s possible, made a joke about the rape allegations that people have been talking about T.I. previously, and T.I. then got up and grabbed the mic and defended himself. And I'm here for that. Why does a comedian have a right to make jokes about whatever and people can't set the record straight? Sometimes people believe these fucking jokes. Sometimes people tell jokes and niggas believe the shit. Especially jokes that aren't jokes and they're just mean-spirited. Niggas be saying the most mean-spirited shit in the world and be like, yo, I was playing, fam. No, you was not. Get the fuck out of here. You wasn't playing about shit. How about that? Don't joke with me. I'm not even gonna lie. Once you do like one of those jokes with me, nah, you ain't playing. Get out of here. I ain't fucking with you. Fuck is you talking about? Get out of here. We ain't doing that. That's them trying to chip away at your confidence. That's them trying to chip away at your ego. That's them, not your ego. That's them trying to chip away at your confidence. That's them trying to bring you down. You understand what I'm saying? Nah, we're not doing that. We're not doing that. If the joke isn't funny, don't say it. If the joke is funny, say it. Whatever the fuck it's about. If the shit is funny, say the fucking joke. The joke gotta be funnier than it's insulting. And if it's really, really, really insulting, that means it gotta be really, 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 really funny. And you have dudes that they're not funny. They're just saying insults and then expecting you to laugh. And if you don't laugh, they say you don't have a sense of humor. No, nigga, you're not funny. And that wasn't a joke. Let's go outside. Sometimes you gotta be on it with it. Yo, I'm just saying, like, you really gotta be on it like that sometimes. For real, for real. Super producer said comedy is a fine line between art and getting your ass kicked. That's a fact. There's nothing, look, if the joke is funny, how insulting it is, it's okay. It's a funny joke. But when the shit ain't funny, nah, nobody got time for that. You just throwing insults. And you trying to hide behind the insults because you're not man enough to say the shit to the nigga face. Let's keep it a stat. When niggas not man enough to say some shit to your face, what do? They do jokes. Maybe they just, I don't know. Shout out to that shit. Is there a comedian that any of you want to get punched in the face? The G.I. Jane joke was a compliment, if not anything else. I liked it. Don't worry about it. That was a good job, Prince to Amir. I don't need to check it. I wanted to kick that guy myself. Good job. I just didn't. Because, it was I just didn't. I was like, he ain't really crossed the line. He was just being annoying. So I be wanting to kick people. I don't like being annoyed. I don't know what's up with y'all guys. I don't like being annoyed. Like, what the fuck, yo? Like, why? Like, imagine being a whole grown adult and you just really just exist to annoy other people. Like, what the fuck kind of childhood did you have, my nigga? You a whole grown adult and you exist to I don't know. Shout out to you. I don't know. Not Prince to me, obviously. I'm saying. Shout out to that shit. I don't know what to tell you. Let's get the Cash App in the chat. Let's get 5 to 10 10. Saloon is open. Somebody pull up to the fucking saloon. How about that? What time is it? We almost an hour into the show. Somebody was upset at me because I skipped the Nipsey Hussle song. First, salute to the person that was watching the video long enough to be able to hear what songs was rocking with the songs. That's one. Two, whenever I'm outside in public and I'm streaming and you see me change a song, it's because there might be kids around and I don't know how many N-words might be in that particular song. And I'm trying to just be responsible. That's all. Oh, so what T.I. did was, I just was talking about it. I bring it back up because that's what the conversation is supposed to be about. What T.I. did was, apparently a comedian said a joke on stage about the situation that is going on. Okay, so what everybody, just so people can know what's going on. Just so people can know what's going on. T.I. was in a situation where there were women that were saying that he had raped them. There was, I believe, a woman that was in woman from California that said it happened in Las Vegas. There was a couple of other women from Georgia. There was another woman from like Michigan or Minneapolis. And basically what they had said is that T.I. had, gave them some kind of drugs, and then it was out of their mind, and he took advantage of them. And a couple of them are even saying that they were minors. Now what happened is T.I. is sitting in the audience, and this is some shit that was happening like a year and a half ago or so, or a year and a half ago. So T.I. is sitting in the audience, or T.I. is sitting in the audience, there's a comedian on stage, a female comedian, she makes a joke about that shit. Now this is the point in which I'm trying to make. I didn't hear the joke. I don't know how funny the joke was. If the joke was funny, then I'm gonna give her a pass personally. I'm not saying that T.I. don't have a right to feel away. You can't tell a person how to feel towards disrespect. I hate when people do that. I hate when people disrespect you to tell you how angry you could get. What the fuck are you talking about how angry I could get? Nigga, you did the disrespect. I'm just really into them. She's just chick is just. I just like big bottoms. I just want the bottom to be bigger than the top. I ain't open. You don't get to wound someone and have a preference on how they heal. You don't get to wound someone and then tell them how they can heal. You don't get to wound someone and tell them how upset they could be about it. Shout out to Suzette Carbuckle. We got Suzette Carbuckle in the hell. She says, good morning, Jig. You don't get to do that. But that's what some people want to do. Those are narcissists. That's narcissistic behavior. Yo, that person overreacted. How can you say that person overreacted? You don't know that person's life history. You don't know their experiences. You don't know what they're dealing with in their personal life right now. You don't know what you just cost them. You don't know how that's going to weigh in or affect their life. You have no idea. How the fuck do you know whether they're overreacting or not? You understand what I'm saying? Pay attention to how people try to manipulate you when they're talking about other people. They'll be like, yo, that person just totally overreacted. And whenever people say that shit to me, I'm always thinking, how do you know that person overreacted? Like, you don't know enough of, like, how do you know, how can you tell that person how to feel to somebody else doing some shit to them? That's crazy. So, I can't tell T.I. that he can't get upset and decide to go out there and then voice that all of these allegations were false. Because Hannibal Buress exists. And Hannibal Buress decided that he was going to make jokes about Bill Cosby. And Bill Cosby's specific situation that revolved around Bill Cosby allegedly dosing some women and then sleeping with them. And then the next thing you know, Bill Cosby has 80 women come out of the fucking woodwork saying that it all happened to them. Most of them bitches probably didn't even know the nigga. Then, on top of that, just so we can be clear, Bill Cosby goes to a trial. Now, this is all over a Hannibal Buress joke. I can't stress this enough. No one was thinking about this until Hannibal Buress made this joke. So, yes, I think T.I. was 100% in the right. And the only question that I have is, how funny was the joke? Because Hannibal Buress' joke was not funny. At all. There was no humor in it. It was just slander. It's what these dudes do on YouTube when they talk about, they make these funny videos where they talking about niggas. When they not making jokes, they're just slandering people and saying mean, evil, mean-hearted and mean-spirited things. That's it. They're not slandering nobody. They're just saying mean-spirited shit. That's lies. My neighbor just called me crazy, by the way. She was like, he's crazy. Their kitchen is like right behind this wall over here, apparently. So, shout out to them. Exactly, Prince to Amir. We got 77 people in the chat with us. Could we please hit the like button? We got 75 people in the chat with us now. Could we please hit the like button? We can get up to 50 likes, y'all. Could we please hit the like button? I be needing these live videos to get to like 100 views for real. 100 likes for real, for real. I need y'all help. Could y'all hit the like button, please? No, Hannibal Buress' joke was not funny at all in the slightest. Not at all. That's what I'm saying. I want to hear what her joke was. Because I'm thinking this might be what happened. She might have just been on stage, saw T.I. and decided to just say something and thought of something on the spot. Just because T.I. was sitting in the audience. She could have just was doing that. That's why I want to hear the joke. Was it a prepared joke? Was the joke a prepared joke? Or was it just you saw somebody in the audience and you tried to wing it and maybe the joke missed? And it wasn't even funny at all. And it was just an insult. You know how many times I see people tell a joke that miss and so then they pile on the insult thinking adding insult is going to make it more funny? Nah, you good, Jimmy Belcher. I appreciate you. I understand that I often come into sometimes when I go into live chats, I forget to hit the like button. So No, that's why people repeat, hit the like button. All of us content creators know that sometimes people forget to hit the like button. That's why we repeat it. That's why whenever people be like, yo, these people begging for likes, I'm like, you could just, like, sometimes people just talk and it's just like, you just hear Satan. Like, it's just, you just hear it. You can just hear Satan. Whenever I hear unnecessary hate, I just always just, that's, to me, that's Satan. It's unnecessary, so you just hating the hate. Like, you don't got, just hating the hate. You don't believe in doing good for the sake of doing good. You believe in doing bad for the sake of just doing bad. You just hating the hate. Just hating the hate. Like, what the fuck? This is weirdos. That's bad news. What else y'all want to talk about? Put it in the chat. We at the hour and 6 minute mark. Usually after the hour mark, we talk about even more out there, more shit. But I want to know what y'all think. Who think T.I. was right? Like, I wouldn't be surprised if T.I. set this up. I wouldn't be surprised if T.I. set this up. I wouldn't be surprised if T.I., listen, pay attention. I wouldn't be surprised if T.I. set this up. T.I. is a publicity, T.I. is a doing whatever is popular guy at the moment. Tell me that I'm wrong. He had the podcast expeditiously for a minute, then, he just, but at the same time, he is doing a lot of things, so you got to do something and you got to move on, but this looks like some shit T.I. might set up. Just so he could have an opportunity to come out and say his piece in an area and on a platform and in a manner that is going to get the most visibility. I mean, it would make more sense to just never bring the shit up again and let it die. But you don't never know what's going on in the nigga brain. You don't never know what a nigga's thinking about. You understand what I'm saying? You don't never know how much something might be eating somebody up. You don't never know how far somebody might be trying to run away from a bad situation that they wasn't or was a part of. And you never know how long a nigga been running. That's why I try to say, stop trying to tell people how they gotta feel about shit. You don't know how long that person probably been struggling with that thing that you mentioned. You don't know how long that person probably been fighting. You just been seeing that person fight for 20 minutes, but that person probably been fighting for 60 years. How the fuck do you know? You understand what I'm saying? You see that person fighting for 2 weeks. That person probably been in that same fight for 25 years. But to you just like, oh man, that person just impatient. You don't know how long that person been in that fight. Some of us been in fights since the day we was born. Some of us was born in the fights. You don't know how long some people been fighting. Just to be mindful of that. And I think that that's one of the reasons why I look at people sometimes like they're evil, because I look at them like you don't have no empathy. Like, fuck sympathy. I don't need you to have sympathy. You have no empathy. Look up what a sociopath is, for anybody that's concerned about why I'm pointing out about the lack of empathy. Look up what a sociopath is. Just do that. And also go speak to a psychiatrist or a psychologist. They'll tell you people don't fake depression. Nobody fakes depression. Nobody does that. That's not something that somebody does. You fake being okay. You don't fake having depression. So pay attention to all of those people that say people are faking having depression. Go talk to a scholar and ask them about it, and they'll tell you that people don't fake that. That's not something that anybody fakes. People fake being Okay, they don't fake depression. Shout out to Brooklyn Banger. He says, good morning, bro. BBN. Chilling. Hope everything is going well with you. Yo, you want to hoop out this weekend? Let's hoop this weekend, homie. I just wanted to just throw that out there. Because people love to say somebody is faking being depressed. You don't fake depression, homie. If you've ever actually been depressed for any given amount of time, you will understand why you wouldn't fake depression. Just wouldn't fake that. That's not something people fake. It's not even something if somebody is capable. You just can't do it. You can't fake that. You can't fake that. Anyway, so I'm here for that. Shout out to Kingsley. He says, good morning, Jake. Dropping all of those floors. So I'm here for T.I. stepping up and saying his piece. I'm 100% here for that. I think he should have did that. Fuck them. What are they talking about? Like that energy. You understand? That energy. What are they talking about? That energy. I'm here for that. Raise your hands. Who's here for T.I. doing that? I wouldn't want to be Bill Cosby. Y'all don't understand. Niggas be slandering shit that they calling jokes that ain't jokes. Rapists. Understand. Hannibal Buress made a joke about a woman being raped. How are we not looking at Hannibal Buress side-eyed? I'm going to say that again. Hannibal Buress made a joke about a woman being raped. How are we not looking at Hannibal Buress side-eyed? Wait, was it a joke or did he just rant? I don't even think he joked. I think he just ran it. But in any regard, yeah, I think he just ran it. I don't even think he joked. I think he was just doing his comedy show and he stopped and just started talking about Bill Cosby and started ranting. I think that's what happened. I'm not 100% sure. Does anybody else remember? I think that's what happened. So no, I'm here with T.I. Don't put my name in no shit that could get the government looking at me and quite possibly locking me up and putting me in jail. Those are not jokes. Those are not jokes. Some dude tried to say that he made a joke about me killing my daughter, homie. And they tried to say, I guess I didn't have a sense of humor. You understand? Be mindful of this type of energy that come around you. If I heard somebody making a joke about killing somebody else's daughter, I'm never being cool with that person. I don't want that energy around me. I wouldn't want to be friends with a person that would make a joke about a thing like that. I'm going to give you a perfect example. When I think of jokes, I literally think of jokes about things that I think about. I don't think about jokes about things that I don't think about. Because I don't think about those things. So if you out here making jokes about killing people's kids, are you secretly got designs on killing somebody's kid? The main niggas that make those gay jokes be gay niggas. I promise you. The main dudes that want to make jokes about other guys' dicks and all them gay jokes, those is all the main guys. They swear they straight. But the main dudes that love making them gay jokes, them niggas is just in the closet as fuck. When have you ever heard somebody make jokes about shit they don't think about? I'll wait. I'll wait. When have you ever heard somebody make jokes about shit that they don't think about? I know this one dude. What, am I wrong? Jimmy, I know this one dude, my whole life I've known him, he only makes gay jokes. He only wants to make jokes about men having sex with other men. No lie. Banger, you know who I'm talking about, right? My nigga. Think about the shit you make jokes about. Think about the shit you talk about. You generally talk about the shit you think about, right? You trying to tell me you talk about shit you don't think about? You talk about the shit you think about. This is just logic I'm using. I'm literally only using logic. This is not sorcery. This isn't word manipulation. I'm just literally just saying something that is so logical that I'm going to have people try to say I'm trying to manipulate people. It's just logical. Who the fuck talks about things that they don't think about? Anyway, so Hannibal Buress got Cosby in trouble. I'm here for T.I. I don't want to get in trouble. Anybody think of... what I want to see is if there's going to be a comedian that's actually going to get punched in the face on stage. I don't think anybody should. But if anybody does get punched on the face on stage, watch, it's going to be some big fat guy. Watch, I promise you. It's going to be some big fat guy. Because for some strange reason, big fat guys always swear everybody's scared of them. Watch, it's going to be some big fat guy. He's going to be on stage talking crazy, and somebody going to come up there and punch that nigga dead in the face. He's going to fall out and can't get up. He's going to need to hit his fucking alert. Oh, man. Watch. It's going to be some big fat guy. Some not respectable big fat guy either. I don't know. I want to know if Will Smith would have had that same energy. I want to know, please no all caps. I want to know if Will Smith would have had that same energy if it would have been fucking Big Worm. If that would have been Big Worm on stage. Would he have had that same energy? That's what I want to know. If that would have been Big Worm on stage that would have made the fucking joke, would he have had that same energy and walked up on stage on that nigga? That's what I want to know. Watch, Mike Tyson is going to be at the next fucking award show and he's just going to, oh man. Let me be quiet because I'm about to start doing skits in a minute. So I'm not going to be sharing. A lot of the jokes I would have been saying over here, I'm not saying no more. They're going to be on Instagram. I just got to get some better lighting in here. Once I get some better lighting, we're going to be lit. So give me a couple of days. Unless y'all want to pull up to the Cash App, then y'all don't got to give me a couple of days. Somebody put the Cash App in the chat. Let's get 5 to 10 $10 drops. We got to get things. Let's get 10 to 20 $10 drops to the Cash App, y'all. Come on, pull up. Yeah, he would have fucking Phase on Love. He would have racked. It would have been terrible. It would have been terrible, man. It would have been ugly. I don't know what to tell you. Phase on Love ain't gonna play with the dude. Big Worm. He wouldn't play with the dude. He would have been up there. I want to see what he would have did. He would have had that same energy. That nigga would have walked up on stage and he would have been like, yo, what the fuck is... He would have been like, yo, dog, what? He would have been ready to go. That nigga crazy. But I think it was personal. I think it was a Chris Rock thing, not for nothing. I think it was a Chris Rock thing. I think it was Jada said, we're going to smack the shit out of you if you say something. He said something. He tried to use a joke that was a reused joke that was flattery. She probably just was like, I told you not to say nothing about me. Will laughed. Will was happy with the joke. He laughed. And then he went up there and smacked the shit out of the nigga. I'm sorry. Then Jada came out. Can I just say this real quick? Is Jada the worst wife? Like, is Jada the worst wife? Is Jada the worst wife? Not only, look, now she don't even want to stand by Will. Like, if I slap a nigga for you, I don't care how wrong, I don't care. If the dude actually disrespects you, not I slapped the nigga for no reason, but if the dude actually does do some shit that could be borderline disrespect, something that you actually were upset over, just so we could be clear, and I slapped the nigga, And then you start talking about, I don't know why he did that. Bitch! I'm gonna be pissed. I'm gonna be pissed. The levels of my pistitude is gonna be jotted throughout the records of the fucking world. What the fuck are you talking about? You gave me the signal. I smacked the nigga. Now you don't want no parts of it? Yeah, she came out and said he shouldn't have done it. She the worst wife ever. She the worst wife ever. She the worst wife. I don't care what nobody say. She the worst wife ever, homie. She the worst wife. She's the worst wife. What wife is worse? The one that kills you. There you go. Her? You know who's worse than her? I tell you who's worse than her. What's the chick that cut the nigga dick off? She's worse. There you go. There you go. She's not the worst wife. There's a chick out there that cut a nigga dick off. That chick is way worse. That chick is the worst. I mean. And then after that, the people who are almost as bad as the people that's cutting the people dicks off is the people that's killing the husbands. Please kill me. If that's the option, cutting the dick off or killing me, I'm fine with the me dying part. I mean, you know, we all gotta go. We don't all gotta walk around with no dick. Yeah, that's a fact. Lorraine Bobbitt, yeah. So she is the worst wife. Her and like minds and all the minds of like minds. Yeah, they're the worst. They're the absolute worst. Yeah, they're the worst. But she is up there, just not all the way up there. She's under murdering, because murdering the husband is obviously worse than what Jada's doing. But Jada's just a terrible wife, man. Does she even act anymore? Like, when was... I'm gonna check something out. Other than The Matrix, what has she been in? Does she even act anymore? Like, Will Smith is... Like, I know she got that jump off that she got, and she got money. She shouldn't not have money. I'm not talking about whether she should have money or not. I'm just curious as to what movie she's been in as of late. Being as she's an actress. Nope. Red Table Talks is 2018. She did a movie in 2017. Obviously, she was in 2021's Matrix. And she was in Gotham. Okay, so she's been doing serial television. She's been doing television. All right, so, all right. She's been working. She was in Gotham. She was that chick. She was that chick in Gotham. She was in the, I did not see the new Will Smith movie. She's in that one. All right, so she's in some classics, though. She's in Set It Off, Menace to Society. She's in some classics. The Nutty Professor. That's actually a really good movie. She's in some classics. I'm not gonna do her wrong. And she's a good actress. Don't get it confused. I'm just really interested in what else is going on with her. Hold on. She was in Angel Fallen. She died in that too. A spoiler. She was in Collateral. I don't remember that part. Scream 2 for a minute. Different World. She was in. Boom. She was in Ali. Will Keeps Her Working. Madagascar. She was in those. All right, so she's been working. After Earth, she was in that for a minute. Bad Moms. All right, so she's been working. I consider a working actor or actress if you are in the movies, the cinema. Like, you gotta put out something, at least one thing, like every 2 years. Like, you know what I'm saying? They'd be a working actor at least every 2 years. Like, cause you don't know kind of how big your projects might be, and you might be doing a lot of stuff behind the scenes. But if you consider to be a working actor, at least every 2 years. Like, if you're going 3-4 years, you're not really a working actor, but you are an actor. Just not really, just got other things going on at the moment, I guess. I don't know. The fuck do I know? What time we got? 10:45. What y'all want to talk about? Put it in the chat. Sorry, I'm not trying to be quiet. Somebody was telling me about that the other day. It was like, yo, I told you about this post I made the other day. I'm trying to meet a crazy stalker chick. These independent women are too busy trying to let men know that they don't need them. That's a fact. Like, I'm not gonna lie, man. Like, that's a fact. Once you tell me like twice some excuse with the kids, I'm like, well, yeah, I know you got kids, but nah, you just trying to dodge me. It's okay. I'm not gonna make you have to keep lying on your kids. I'm not gonna make you keep having to lie on your kids, man. I'm gonna lose your number. Don't worry about it. We good. If it really is your kids, you'll contact me and let me know when we can hang out or we can talk or some shit. If it really is your kids. If it ain't really your kids, I actually need to stop calling you. I'm making your life a little bit too difficult. I'm upsetting you. What up? What we doing? Put it in the chat. I throw that hoodie on. For everybody that don't know, my computer broke. My computer's busted. Yeah, I'll show you. So my shit fell the other day. So this is what it's doing. My shit fell the other day, so this is what it's doing. Yeah, so yeah. What y'all want to talk about? Put it in the chat. Can we get another wave of likes? Can we get another wave of people hitting the like button? Appreciate that. I don't have much to discuss right now. If y'all don't have nothing that y'all want to talk about in the chat, I'm gonna let y'all go because I don't have nothing to talk about. So if y'all not gonna interact with me, y'all not gonna bring some topics up that y'all want to talk about, I don't just want to hold y'all in here because then y'all just looking at me having nothing to talk about. You understand what I'm saying? I'm just wasting your time. So is there anything that y'all want to discuss? Put it in the chat. If we're not doing that, if we're doing the saloon, then that helps us like stretch the time when we're doing the saloon. Because you know what I'm saying? I'm stopping here 10 minutes there, 5 minutes here, 15 minutes, and so I'm at the end of the content for this particular discussion. So if y'all don't have nothing that y'all want to discuss, I don't just want to hold y'all. I don't want y'all to be feeling like, oh, the other day the computer just got shut off the other day. I don't want to hold y'all and make y'all feel like I'm just live to be live. Like I don't want to just, you know what I'm saying? Like I feel like I'm wasting your time. I don't know what to say. Nah, I don't have no new stuff on 6ix9ine currently. I don't have nothing new on 6ix9ine. And then also, like I just feel away. Like, and then especially on shows that we don't get no drops, because then it seems like I'm just staying online for y'all to do donations, because we ain't getting no drops today. So it feels like, you know what I'm saying? So I feel like I'm being disingenuous. I feel like I'm not being honest. You understand what I'm saying? So we don't got nothing to talk about. That I'm gonna let y'all go because I don't want to hold y'all. It feels like, you know what I'm saying? Because then the narrative is gonna be I'm just staying alive for no reason because I'm trying. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's easy not to care what other people are saying when it's not affecting you. When people aren't being tricked. When it's not affecting you, it's easy not to care. When it's actually affecting you, it's hard not to care. Which show? You didn't tell me when the show was. I didn't know when the show was. I didn't know when the show was. And I probably would have had a different problem. But this is I didn't know when the show was. I think I just missed it that way. I didn't know when the show was. I would have tried to come, apparently. I don't know if I would have been able to make it. But if I would have knew when the show was, I would have tried to come. I didn't know when the show was. I think I could probably just mix the text or some shit. Please invite me to the next off. I would have needed to be there too. I didn't know when the show was. I probably still, I don't know what I would have did, but alright, that's what it is. Please let me know. I don't know. I'll try to figure something out. I don't know what to tell you. Everything just gets worse every day, so I don't know what to tell you. I'll try to figure something out. But yeah, I want to pull up. I'm gonna let y'all go. I just want to do the right thing. I just always want to do the right thing. I'm gonna let y'all go. Everybody enjoy your day. Just go try to be a good person, man. Just. Oh yeah, I saw. Yeah, I saw. Yeah, I would have. I wish you would. I really wish you would have. I wish I would have knew so I could have been there, man. Man, I really. That's. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. Anyway, I got it. I'm gonna let y'all go. Everybody enjoy your day. Look, just go out there and just try to be a good person, man. You never know how you just being nice to that person is gonna affect them. You don't never know what somebody else is going through. Sometimes a smile, sometimes just a polite hello, and excuse me, just you never know what somebody else is going through or what they're dealing with. So let's just go out there and just try to be gentle with people. And remember that some people only know, that some people have been so deluged with attacks that they not bad people. It's just they only know being attacked. They don't know nothing else. They don't know how it is to not be attacked. That's all they know. Be mindful of that. Be gentle to people sometimes. Some people ain't lying. Go enjoy your day, everybody. Just go be good people, man. I don't know what to tell you. Whenever we are helping somebody else be the best person that they could be in that moment, we are being the best person that we could be. So go out there and be great. Every day, you're trying to do what the devil hates. Enjoy. See you tonight.